I've got bad news for everyone. Worse news than me finding out that for my first successful take on this video, that my mic wasn't working. Yeah! Exodus is not the major sci-fi blockbuster hit you're thinking it's going to be. It is, in fact, a Sweet Baby Inc. game made by a company heavily invested in DEI and ESG. And here is all the proof. All right, we're going to scroll down the website all the way down here. You see two company names, Archetype Entertainment and Wizards of the Coast. Wizards of the Coast is publishing the game. Who is Archetype Entertainment? Well, we hop over here onto their Wikipedia page, and Archetype Entertainment is a division of Wizards of the Coast founded on April 24th, 2019. Wizards of the Coast is a subsidiary of Hasbro. That will be important in a minute. Now we look at Sweet Baby Inc.'s client list, right down here, Wizards of the Coast. So, Sweet Baby Inc. game. But it gets worse. So Hasbro, is the owner of Wizards of the Coast, is heavily invested in ESG and DEI. We go to start with their 2023 report. There is no 2024. And we scroll down. I don't like this report as much as I like the 2022, and I'll show you guys why here shortly. And links for all this will be in the description so you can read it yourselves. Some of the stuff they talk about is pretty nice. But then you get down to their DEI section, and they're breaking their employees down by gender and race, and then showing you that they are under-promoting their white employees. So Hasbro really wants to open themselves up to racial discrimination lawsuits. Now, I don't like the 2023 report, because as ESG has fallen out of favor, you can see the opening of that one was kind of watered down. By contrast, the 2022 report is more upfront about their agenda. Promoting females on the board. Now, some of the stuff actually is pretty good. That's the problem with ESG and where ESG gets you. When they talk about ESG, they're going to talk about the good stuff, like, hey, volunteer. Hey, don't destroy the environment around you. Hey, take in consideration that you're in a community and destroying the economy around you is a bad idea. And Hasbro, they work to make sure they don't have toxins in their toys. We all can get behind stuff like that. And if that is where this stuff ended, no one would have any objection. But then they go into racial discrimination and all the other nonsense. But this part here is really important. These are all the accreditations from the ESG DEI monitoring boards. Now, MSCI gave them the AAA rating, their best rating. Top 50 global ESG companies. 100 Best Corporate Citizen Award 2022. America's Most Just Companies, CNBC 2023. Name one of the year's most community-minded businesses. I mean, stuff like, best company for dads, hey, we have good policies that give fathers paternity leave. That's good stuff. We can get behind stuff like that. So I'm not going to hate everything that they do just because they do some bad stuff. Some stuff we need to encourage because that's good stuff. So we hop back over here to the 2022 report, 2022. And as you scroll down, you'll see they'll use buzzwords like corporate citizen. They'll talk about how they talk to stakeholders, which is a World Economic Forum term meaning everyone other than your shareholders. And again, what they'll get you with, if they'll talk about the logical stuff first, like, hey, your suppliers and the companies you're selling with, you want to work with your ecosystem chain. Now, that's sensible. And then they get into stuff like activist groups, the climate, and other stuff like that. Then you go wildly off into unsensibility. And they talk about their 23 ESG issues were debated and prioritized by most senior leaders across our business and areas and regions. Leaders were asked to consider the issues in two ways. First, to prioritize the issues based on the ones where Hasbro has the biggest impact, and the second, to categorize the issues that have the biggest impact on the business success. If they were as focused on making money and taking care of their customers as they were pushing ESG, they probably would not be in the economic hard times they're in right now. And again, like they talk about chemical safety here, like they don't want their toys to have toxins in it. Stuff like that, like I said before, we can get behind. Non-government organizations, CEO Action for Diversity and Inclusion, they're a pledge member. Just Capital, MSCI, ICCR. I did not continue going down and look up each one of these, but those first three are all DEI, ESG monitors and investment groups. And now we go way further down. And this stuff here is just about environmental impact. And this is why the links will be in the description. These are very long reports, and the purpose of this video is to not go over every little detail, but just to demonstrate with receipts that they are doing this stuff. Inclusive by design. We believe in the power of brands to do good. We generate content and celebrate products that move beyond traditional stereotypes. Social deconstructionism. We aspire to provide play and story experiences that encourage people to be who they are and all they can be. Building brands that are inclusive is a team effort, and we give our employees the tools and resources they need to make decisions to ensure the inclusivity of our products. Now, keep in mind, Hasbro owns Wizard, who owns the Exodus developer archetype. This is referring to Exodus. Content and experience. We offer access to experts for differentiated perspectives to help our teams make decisions. That would be referring to Sweet Baby Inc. Hasbro's internal analytics and insights team, AIM. Wait. You named your internal team AIM the same name as that evil organization from Marvel? Is essential in our approach to inclusive brand building. Through consumer insights and market research analysis, AIM provides the information our teams need to make informed choices about products and experiences before they go to market. I.e., they tell them what to do and enforce diversity mandates. Inclusivity is a component of our design process. We encourage our design, development, and marketing teams to prioritize inclusion by creating products, experiences, and marketing assets that appeal to and reflect the true diversity of our broad consumer base. While everyone at Hasbro is responsible for safeguarding and advancing our DE&I priorities, in 2022 we created a new position to further accelerate DE&I within our brands and content. The position of Vice President, Design, Inclusion, and Consumer Innovation ensures that the inclusivity is embedded in our product design process from the very beginning. Keep in mind, this refers to Exodus. For more on our approach to inclusive marketing, view our 2021 to 2022 Diversity, Equity, Inclusion Report. And here they just talk about how they push the agenda in their storytelling. Some people are going to argue, oh, this is just hot smoke. But no. These are monitoring agencies that have given them awards for doing what they say they are doing. It's not a question of whether or not they're discriminating against people and pushing cultural Marxist ideologies and ESG and DEI and likely Bridge in the future or whatever, or DIBS, whatever they rebrand it to. They're doing it. If you'd like to read all those reports yourself, the links will be in the description. And I'll see you in the next video. Peace out, everybody.